Got him.
I've been better. I've been worse.
Are you good? If you want. Thanks.
And then...
One, two,
Well, I'm stuck up on the hill, waiting on the toll. I hear her voice in the breeze that blows. If those winds would sail my sins, then love begins. And if I get back with time to spare, I'd imagine that you're not there, 'cause you've been gone. Now I hear a different song called Get Along. You don't know the miles I've seen walking from your front door, times that by the tears of the queen subtract her from your score. You wear the nights of my bad dreams, divided by the Lord. That number there is hard to compare. Take two from four. Well, the song I sing now is shiny and new. For 3 years, wow, they were all for you. But now I feel that I can heal and no longer kneel. You don't know the miles I've seen walking from your front door, times that by the tears of the queen subtract her from your score. You act the nights of my bad dreams, divided by the Lord. That number there is hard to compare. Take two from four. I've seen walking from your front door, times that by the tears of the queen subtract her from your score. You wear the nights of my bad dreams, divided by the Lord. That number there is hard to compare. Take two from four. I took her to the gate, we stood in the snow. We both knew that it was time to go. Then she flew away, and all I can say is what a day. I've been thinking about leaving this town behind. Changes out my window weighing heavy on my mind. And I can't see the sunset behind the new high-rise they built across the street just last July. You've been working at the diner downtown, living off table scraps and tips from your regular crowd. But you got bigger dreams than that, yeah, I think it's clear. The lines on your face look like a road map in the mirror. So if I leave, I hope you come with me. You know I sure could use your company. So roll on, my dear. Where we go, I don't care, long as you're near. We can share the laughter, we'll damn well share the tears. But when you dry your eyes, I'll still be here. Sometimes we sit outside and listen to the streetlights hum, and talk about the way things were and what they could become. I've been dreaming about the ocean, I've been thinking about the trees, how we could lift up our roots before they get too deep. I'll drive that car until we reach the sea, but it wouldn't be the same next to an empty sea. So roll on, my dear. Where we go, I don't care, long as you're near. We can share the laughter, we'll damn well share the tears. When you dry your eyes, I'll still be here. Both came home from work last night full of aches and pains. We looked at each other and didn't say a thing. We packed our bags and held hands until the break of dawn, and listened to those wheels carry us on. So roll on, my dear. Where we go, I don't care, long as you're near. We can share the laughter, we'll damn well share the tears. When you dry your eyes, I'll still be here. Yeah, when you dry your eyes, I'll still be here.
One, two, 1, 2,
Miss Hula, come back to me, 'cause I've been away and I fell in love, in love. She's something that you should see, but then where does that leave me? they were through. It can't be you and me. You know I never meant to hurt you. I felt that this was something I must do, was leave you. I called you on an autumn night, and that call came from her town, the only town I missed you then, I miss you now. Miss Hula, come back to me, 'cause I've been away and I fell in love, in love. She was everything I thought she would be, and I can't see what she sees in me. Oh, me. I'm coming home, and I'm leaving this dream. Well, my darling, my dear, you don't know what you did. It's a task that many have failed. As I sit on the shores of the sea, I watch as the ship has sailed. Ship has sailed. Well, my darling, my dear, you have saved a sailor lost. His boat, it circled for years, and the light you housed brought him to shore, and he docked from the sea of tears. Sea of tears. And to harbor a heart, it takes a perfect storm. When the clouds lift and winds begin to warm, if the lighthouse is all a man can see, it's enough for hope to navigate his dream. Well, my darling, my dear, he fought battles with the tides, and all the water it collapsed his hope. And it's rumored that he made his sail from love letters and rope. And rope. Well, my darling, my dear, storm moved in from the west. He lashed his tale of the past, and 3 days later, on his boat named Hope, to sea they both were cast. Both were cast. Ain't to harbor a heart, it takes a perfect storm. When the clouds lift and winds begin to warm, if the lighthouse is all a man can see, it's enough for hope to navigate his dreams. Well, my darling, my dear, for years he built the hall. It was flooded with memories, and them sirens sang a golden tune to return him from his time at sea. Time at sea. Well, my darling, my dear, you don't know what you did.
Got drunk and started fighting just like every other night, till this sheriff came and throwed us all in jail. And we lay around the cell cursing at the deputies, till our ladies came and got us out on bail. They know our faces at the station and they can't forget our names. They like to call us other things instead. Oh, but call me, would you please? I still ain't getting on my knees. I got no apologies for the life I live. It ain't easy raising hell most all the time, but if we didn't do it well, we wouldn't feel alive. And when I die, tell my friends, light a candle for me, burn it at both ends. Well, I missed work today 'cause we stayed out way too late, racing cars and shooting all our guns. When I called to explain, they said you're fired just the same. That's the price to pay for having too much fun. So I'll write a couple songs, I'll probably sell a little stuff, just enough to buy the right supplies. We're headed out again tonight, partying till morning light, blowing smoke and chasing skirts and telling lies. It ain't easy raising hell most all the time, but if we didn't do it well, we wouldn't feel alive. And when I die, tell my friends, light a candle for me, burn it at both ends. But while I'm here, raise your glass. Let's toast to the moments too good to last. Someday they'll lay me twixt a thistle in the side. The remains of my body turn to dust, and my soul will leave the prison of this cold, cold ground and rise to meet my maker up above. But don't you feel sorry, no, don't you shed no tear, 'cause I got high on living every day that I was here. I'm a shooting star to heaven, burning through those pearly gates. Hope St. Peter don't ask me why the hell am I so late. It ain't easy raising hell most all the time, but if we didn't do it well, we wouldn't feel alive. And when I die, tell my friends, light a candle for me, burn it at both ends. But while I'm here, raise your glass. Let's toast to the moments too good to last. Yeah, let's toast to the moments too good to last. Well, they're not that good, but they got carried.
That boy's good.
My long day, it gets longer, baby, I heard you say. You stay strong and maybe we'll walk that way. Things go wrong and maybe we'll turn away. And I said, you're pushing me away. And you said no. You said, I'm pushing you away. Don't you think so? And all the city lights I've seen with you don't outshine your smile. And all the busy flights that led me to you for a while. Your long day, it's tough to solder when you're far away. We trade and barter, baby, I'll see your pay. If you need water, darling, I'll drain the bay. And you said there's more to the day, and I said, oh. You said don't ask about my ways, and I said go. And all the city lights I've seen with you don't outshine your smile. And all the busy flights that led me to you for a while. And all the skin I've kissed on you outruns a mile. Hey, and oh, can't you see that it's me? And at times I wonder why, how I could be your guy. Am I living the lie? Well, my long day.
Good.
That's our track. Yeah, we're good. Thanks.